True transformation cannot happen without a renewal of the mind. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Mind over matter. If the pain of where you are never exceeds the pain of change, you will always remain the same. Through a renewal of the mind, and it takes a process. True transformation, mind over matter. Change your mind, you change your life. Change your life. You gotta go through it to grow through it. Mind over matter.
And the first lady, Crystal. Alex said audio was 100.
All right, we good.
So let's get started.
Let's start all over again, Ken.
All right, so hi, I'm Ken Canyon.
I'm Lynch, huh?
And we are Team Results. This Taylor right here, y'all live. Taylor, do you know we are live, right?
Yeah, we are live. You interrupt what we got going on.
We are live, okay? Just so you know.
All right, so while he's talking to Taylor, trying to figure out the technical difficulties, we're going to start. All right, hang up on Taylor. Goodbye, Taylor. We'll talk to you on the other side. Drop a comment.
All right, let's go to work.
Now, for those of you who just joined, I know some of you got back on and got off and got back on. We're talking about the winning edge principle. Now, listen, tell them what you said about the question.
So the question of the day was simply this. I was listening to a motivational speaker recently because I'm always trying to get fed. And the speaker said this. He said, okay, you're talking about something you want. Everybody wants something. He said, what would be the difference if 1,000 other people wanted exactly what you want? What would be the determining factor who would actually get it?
What would be the determining factor of who would actually get it?
And so I thought about it.
What up, Black?
What's up, Black?
Brandon, Brandon. B.
What's up, baby?
B, what up, B? Oh, Nisha, I ain't see you in the gym. Hey, Jody, what's up? How you doing? My cousin Sente, she on the line. We got some people joining
us. Let's spit some fire. Let's go ahead and spit some fire.
Show out.
So
listen, let me tell you something. Look,
I gotta share.
Share what you people.
Yeah, but keep talking.
Now, listen, pay attention because there are 1,000 people out there that want what you want. There are 1,000 people out there that's gunning for the position that you're gunning for. There are 1,000 people out there that in the same business that you're in. Now, what is the difference? That means you all got the same dreams. Let me tell you something. The problem is your grind don't match the dream. All right. If your grind don't match the dream, then you ain't gonna never, ever see the dream come true. All right. You're never gonna see the shine because your grind don't match the dream. So listen what I'm trying to tell you. I need you to pay attention right here because the stuff that I'm talking about is actual work. All right. You gotta put some work in if you want to get that out. Does that make sense, Ken?
It does make sense.
It's not about just believing that it's going to come true. Look at the back right there on the seat. Can you see what it says?
But see, that's the problem with many people out there. Listen to me closely, because what happens is you hear this whole thing: believe, receive, believe it, confess it, believe it, receive it. Right. I got you. But there's one part that's missing.
Work.
It's work. You got to outwork your people. You have to outgrind your people. The problem is that people, and I told Liz this one day. Remember when I told you, Liz, I said, if God showed us, he shows us we're here, we're over here. And God shows you what you want and you can have it, everything you want. But what he doesn't show is he doesn't show you all of everything you got to go through in between to get to the end.
Right.
And if he would show you everything that was necessary to get there, would you do it all over again? Would you get it? Would you go after it? Would you do it?
That's a mean question.
So I'm just saying everything you've been through in your life.
Oh, yeah.
And you know where you are today. You know where you came from. If God said, okay, Lynch, I'm going to show you everything at the beginning that you're going to have to go through to get where you are today, to empowering all these people that you touch.
Yeah.
Would you do it?
Oh, man, at first glance, no. No, I mean, pretty much. I mean, he's going to be like, no, I'm not trying to be drugged through the mud. I'm not trying to do all that stuff over again. I'm just not trying to do it. But that is one of the reasons why I give 110% the first time around. I mean, I said something that was powerful the other day, man. We got this group that works out at 6:30 in the morning, and we got some people that come at 4:30 in the morning. And it's a nice group, man. I mean, it's really, really dope to build on the foundation on. And you know, they start this thing where we're going to come back on Saturday and redo it. And, you know, I had to tell the people, I'm like, yo, listen, man, sometimes in life, you ain't going to get no redos, man. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something, like, I went so hard the first time that, I don't want to do that again. So when you ask me that question, like, I went so hard to get to where I'm at right now. Son, look, I don't want to do that again. That's the reason why I gave 110 the first time. It ain't, look, I know some people that been to prison, right? And they had to go back because they ain't do what they did the first time. You understand what I'm saying?
Wow.
If they do what they do the first time, then they come back out here and do what they're supposed to do. So I know some people that was in school, right?
Right.
And they ain't do what they were supposed to do the first time.
Wow.
And if they would have did what they did the first time, they would have wasted 10, 20, 15 years. And they would have had to go through all this. If you give 110% effort when you're supposed to the first time, you don't need no redos. Let me tell you something. 95% of society does rework. Pay attention to what I'm saying. Rework. That means you're going to do something, right? And then you're going to have to do it again. I want you to look at an area in your life right now, probably 4 or 5 or 6 other areas in your life where you do rework at. You're in the 95th percentile. We're gonna help you fix that today, though. But the first thing to do, you have to be aware of it. You have to acknowledge it. You have to be aware of it. You have to be conscious of it. You know what? I'm doing too much work in this area right here, and I need to scrutinize, analyze, and prioritize what I'm doing right now so I can get an edge.
Dr. Fields said something. I can't take credit. I can't take credit for this. Now, as a speaker, a lot of times we do. I'm not taking credit for this. He says you cannot change what you don't acknowledge.
That's right.
And a lot of times I go back to the main question I asked at the beginning. If 1,000 people want what you want, what will be the difference? What will determine whether or not you're going to get it or somebody else is going to get it? Because the truth is, none of us are special. God gave every single person out there a gift, gave us a talent. He gave us something that we can use to attain the things that we want in this life. What happens? What determines whether you're going to get it? And what determines is, number one, is are you willing to do what others are unwilling to do? All right?
That's right.
Successful people do what unsuccessful people are unwilling to do.
That's right. They're willing to do the things today that other people won't so they can live tomorrow like other people will never.
Can I give you an example? Moment of transparency.
Muzz, what up, Muzz? I see you.
What's up, Muzz?
That shipment should have came today in the mail. Shout out to Muzz. Shout out to Muzz for being one of the first affiliates of the Results supplement brand, man. One of the first affiliates. See, Muzz seen the vision early, man. He jumped on this wave early. And guess what, Muzz? You're going to be the ones to stay at the top of this thing the whole way. You're going to ride this wave.
We're going to build this. We're going to build a conglomerate. Change the world one person at a time. There. Speaking of moment of transparency, I said successful people do what unsuccessful people are unwilling to do. Right. Dale told me, Black came and told me, he came to the gym last week. He said, listen, you need to stretch. He said, your hips are like an 80-year-old dude. And I said, did I want to hear it? No. Did it feel like it? Yes. But I know if I want to go to the next level, I got to get in early. I got there at 6:05, 30 minutes before we started this morning.
It was about 10 after.
No, 6:05, Dale.
You might have pulled in a park lot at 6:10. But kid, by the time you walk through with all them bad hips and knees and all that other type of stuff, and then talk to 6 or 7
I said I got there at 6:05.
I'm telling you what time you actually got.
No, I stretched early. Yeah. Hey, successful people do. Did I want to? Did I want to get up 30 minutes early? No, but I know what's going to have the benefit. I can squat today with these bad knees. I couldn't believe it.
Right, so I mean, it was something. And when he's speaking about Dale, he's talking about my man Dale that came down from Kentucky. All right, Dale comes down from Kentucky every quarter to enhance his business. So we talking about a winning edge. He comes all the way from Kentucky, whether he flies or he drives. He comes all the way down to get an edge. That means once a quarter, he spends time with his coaches, all right, outside. And then when he comes, not only does he spend time with his coaches, he coaches us on things that we need. So it's the art of reciprocity that continues this synergy.
Say that again.
Reciprocity. That's right. Yo, I'm telling you, man, listen, man, let me tell you something, man. We got some real good stuff going because, where Dale's trying to take his business, he comes down because our business is already there. So I told him in my book, and I said, Dale, listen, you have to see it before you see it, or you will never see it. That means when he comes in, he already sees the way he wants his business to be, but now he gets a chance to feel it. right? And when you can feel it and create those vibrations and you can touch it, then you can bring it into existence a lot faster. And that makes you go back and work a lot harder because you've activated the law of attraction in its finest.
Yeah.
Right.
And if you look at every human being under a microscope, y'all, people get so spiritual about stuff. And I'll be honest with you, spiritual and practical, they are not polar opposites. They coincide with each other.
Oh, yeah.
And the truth is, if you look at human beings under microscopes, we're all energy. And every time you think, your emotions is what exude this energy. So if you're thinking bad thoughts, you're going to attract bad thoughts. If you're around bad people, that energy is attracting those bad people. I don't even know why I'm going this route, but I'm going to say this to you. That's why when I wanted to do something and I said, I'm going to keep my mind at a certain energy level, I attracted you.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
You wanted to do something.
Right.
You attracted me.
Right.
And so anytime you're wanting to do something in your life,
Yeah.
anytime you have to be on that vibrational wavelength.
Right.
That's going to help you.
You know what,
with
Ken?
the
I know why you're going that route. You're going that route because 99% of all success comes from your reference group. So what you did was you changed your reference group, because as human beings, what we do is we soak up the behaviors, we soak up the energy, we soak up the thoughts, we soak up everything of the people that are around us.
That's true.
So when we change our surrounding groups, when we change our social circles, when we change the people that we work around, when we change all those environments, then we can begin to, like you said, activate that law, that energy, those vibrations, and bring those things into your life a lot faster.
That's true.
So beware of your reference groups, and those are your social circles. Those are the people you work with. Those are the people you hang with most of the time. Those are family members. Those are the people who influence you. Those are the people who rub off on you. Those are the people who listen. You're the sum of the 5 people that you hang around with the most. So you know what I mean. You got to get around that, think like you want to think, and that's what you did when you came up to the spot, man.
Yeah, and that's critical what he just said. Get around people who think like you want to think. You might not already think like that, but you have a desire to higher consciousness. So what you want to do is get around people who have that higher consciousness, because there's something that happens. It's called transference of emotions. Whenever you're around somebody who thinks like you want to think, that emotion, that vibration transfers to you if you stay in that environment long enough. And that's what I decided. That's what you created at AWOL.
Right.
You created a culture of vibration. That's all it is.
Yeah.
They don't want. That's why people don't understand when they don't go. When they go, leave, and come back.
Right.
When they leave, they're like, "Yo, I'm missing it."
Right.
And then they see you out at the Japanese place. I gotta come back. Right?
Shayla.
I see you.
Mike, shout out to you, Clyde. Mike,
You feel me? I see you at it. I gotta come back. Energy that's strong. That's what's giving the winning edge to the people that are there. That's why all these results are happening.
Yeah, and look, and to be honest with you, kid, like Shayla's not even my client, even though she comes to the gym that we own. You know, that she's not my client. So I still told her that we miss you. Wow, right? We miss you. You don't run into somebody from another gym, you know, somewhere else where you got a membership at, and they tell you, you know, we miss you. They just looking for your money. Like, I don't get no money from Shayla. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. That's good stuff, though.
Yeah,
that's good stuff. So let's give them 3 points. How do you get the winning edge?
No, one, Ken?
Yes.
I think, well, we talked about hard work.
Hard work. That's just the baseline. That's the baseline. If you ain't willing to outwork your opponent, if you're not willing to put in, outgrind somebody, if you're not, that's why people don't know when we're building this company. We're going to build a multi-million-dollar company, y'all. This results brand that we're building with these podcasts, with these products, with these seminars we're doing. And what we have decided that we are simply going to outwork everybody. Right? We're going to outwork them because we're not the smartest people in the world. Well, he is the resident genius, you know, but we can outwork everybody. That's a skill set.
It is a skill. And listen, you know, all skills are learnable. You need to know this right now. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how accomplished you are. I don't care what you say you are. Look, all skills are learnable. That's why, I'm hawking them down. That's why, look, who in first place? Man, get over here, man. I'm taking that, man. Watch, learn new skills. Let me tell you something. We took it back 15 or 16-year-old kid that was in high school that was playing a sport, and he's looking to go to the next level, and he's hungry and he's willing to outwork everybody. But what does he need? He needs a coach.
Number one, you need a coach. Everybody.
Number one, everybody needs a coach.
Everybody needs a
Michael Jordan needs a coach. Yeah.
Tiger Woods needs a coach. I mean, you can go on.
LeBron needs a coach.
Yeah, Tom Brady needs a coach.
Everybody needs
Okay,
a coach.
Obama needed a coach. Obama talks about the people who helped him, who coached him.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing, though. Some people believe, for some reason, they believe that they can get there on their own. If you're going to ever achieve something significant in this life, you're going to need a guide, a coach, somebody to either pull you, push you, or kick you. Whatever it is, somebody who can see something in you, and what they do is they put you in a position to be successful.
Right. Well, I know for one, a coach is going to stretch you outside of your comfort zone.
Outside your comfort zone.
Yeah, without question. It's going to push you a little bit further than what you would push yourself, or what just the average person would do. Your friend. But a lot of people don't hire coaches because they think they got friends that they can bounce stuff off. You know what I'm saying? So the reason why that I consider you my coach is because you're a professional coach. You know what I'm saying? I don't take this as a friendship. Like I'm held accountable by you when I tell you my goals, and then this month I have to go back over this stuff. So once a month, or once every week, or once every whatever time I call you, and I feel like just spurting out something or something like you hold me accountable to that stuff. It's not just like, oh, you're my best friend, I'm gonna call you. Blah, blah, blah. Nah, it's like, okay, now it's Coach Ken and student Lynch. You know what I'm saying?
Likewise.
That's just how that's how it is.
But the beauty of that, here's the beauty of that. I may coach you in an area, but then you coach me in an area. And the thing about it is, and here's the funny thing about it is, when you have a coach, you have to be willing to do one thing. You have to be willing to submit yourself, your pride, your ego. When I come to the gym every morning and he tells me to do something that I know is plumb crazy, but I will give it my all because he said it, because I know that which he said is going to make me better tomorrow. Okay, whether I do it or whether I don't do it, I'm going to give you everything that I have. And so what you have to do is, the first thing to be coachable is you have to be willing to submit yourself to somebody else.
That's good. I just want to know
what
stretching.
I did the stretching. Okay.
How did I stretch?
I started doing the stretching. I mean, sometimes
Black had to come down from Kentucky to get you to stretch when I've been telling you to stretch for months. But it's okay.
So I do 90% of the stuff. Don't I do 90% of the stuff?
Sometimes you got a head coach.
But don't I eat like you? Don't I eat like you tell me?
Then you got the coach.
But somebody laugh at me, Taylor. And when you come with me, Taylor, I tell you what, Taylor, I'll just see you soon. But I'm stretching now, baby. Hey, yo, you know what though? It's like my wife. I've been telling my wife this stuff, like motivational stuff. She hear from you, and all of a sudden she want to act. I'm like, where did you hear that? Where did you hear that? So I know how you feel with Black. I know how you feel when Black came down. But you're right. You're right about it. But that's the thing. I'm coachable. So you know what I say? I say that I got to get better. I got to get better. I wanted to say I got to get better.
So one thing that you did, Ken, was you identified an area where you were weak in, and then you make a plan to become pretty excellent at.
Excellent.
And that right there is one thing that'll give you an edge.
That's true.
That right.
The winning edge.
That will give you a winning edge. So when you think about, real quick, I want to give you an illustration, because when you think about an edge, I want you to think about how a horse wins a race by nose. And even though he wins a race by nose, he's not 10 times faster than the horses that he beat. He's not 5 times faster. He's not 2 times faster. He only won by nose.
That's good.
Guess what, Ken?
That's good.
He gets the first prize. He gets 10 times the purse. The purse of that one that wins the horse is 10 times the amount of the guy that came in second. Why wouldn't you want to edge if you're going to win 10? You're going to get paid 10 times the amount. So when Tiger was winning all this stuff, he only won by stroke. maybe 2.
That's true.
But he wasn't 10 times or 100 times better because he was making 100 million. He was making 50 million and 10 million. These people were making like 700,000 and stuff like that, coming in second place.
Right.
He wasn't that much better than him. He was only 1 stroke better than him.
Wow.
Why wouldn't you want to
Wow.
edge? 1 stroke and a nose.
That's powerful right there.
So much more benefits. So why wouldn't you want a coach that can give you that edge, right? And number 2, why wouldn't you commit to lifelong learning?
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? Because if you're always a student, you're always coachable.
That's true.
You understand what I'm saying?
Always a student.
If you're always a student, then you can always be learning.
And
Yo, I be calling my pop up right now to this day. Pop's like 81, right? Pop's like 80.
He's spitting that knowledge too.
But when I call him, guess what? I'll be like, yo, Pop, what's up? He's like, ain't nothing, still learning. You know, he'd be like, still learning. I'll be like, that's my man. You know what I mean?
Still learning. That's good stuff, man.
Still learning.
That's good. But you know, being a lifelong learner says one thing. And we know the studies show that in 2 years, the material, the information that you know, 50% of the information you know now is obsolete.
Yes.
In 2 years.
Yeah.
So you got to continue.
50% of your knowledge base will become obsolete. That means if you're not on a path to continue learning, right? If you're not on a dedicated path to continue learning, then eventually whatever you're doing is going to phase out. Whatever you know is going to phase out. And that's why a person like me commits to reading 30 to 60 minutes
a day, every day.
Right, every day, every single day. If you commit to reading 30 to 60 minutes a day, you will double and triple your income within 12 months.
Within 12
and
months.
I'm going to say that again. If I don't get a couple likes on this one right here, then you know you just like the age.
And I'm going to give you a like, man. How can I give you a like on that? Oh, I'll read my phone. Give you a like on that. I'm going to give you a like on that one, dog.
All right. So if you read 30 to 60 minutes each day, you will double and triple your income in the next 12 months. All right. So I want you to pay attention to what I'm saying, because you know some of us are in a place where we could use double and triple our salary right now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to whoever just gave me the likes.
That was me.
Okay, Cat.
That was me, baby. I love that.
No, we got to pat ourselves on. You just patted me right
Hey,
there.
there you go. Hey,
Yeah.
sometimes you got to encourage yourself,
Yeah, without
baby.
question, man. Everybody loves a little recognition and praise.
That's it, man. But now that's good stuff.
All right, so that was one point when we talk about learning, though. When we talk about learning, we talk about one point. The second is you need to commit to going to seminars and training sessions and
Personal
courses and stuff
development.
like that. Yeah, personal. I mean, all of this is personal development. But you know, we want to go to seminars, courses, you know, coaching events and things like that, because the person who's actually giving the speech or giving the course or giving the seminar, they spent thousands of hours on this subject. And just think about it. It's like how much studying we had to do to deliver this information right here, and we're going to give it to them in about 30 minutes. So we had to do this for 2-3 weeks, study this topic, then come back and spit it to the people. But we want to give them everything we learned in the course of 20 or 30 minutes. Wow. So, you know, if somebody spent 1,000 hours and they can condense it and put it in a package and give it to me in an hour, then I'm gonna just go ahead and give them a couple $100 for the seminar, and I'm gonna go get that because I know that's gonna give me the what? The edge.
The winning edge.
That's right. It's going to give me the edge. And if that edge allows me to make 10 times more than the person that's coming right behind me, then hey, I'm going to do that all day long. One more, Ken. I know I've been talking a lot.
Oh, no, I don't care, but I was just thinking about something you said, though.
What?
No, I was just thinking about something you said about personal development. All of this is personal development, but some people don't want to develop personally.
That's good.
You know, so we can say this all day, but if you don't have a desire to develop personally, everything we just said means nothing.
It's going to go over your head.
It means nothing. Because some people have done two things. Number one, they accepted where they are in life. All right. And number two, they've made a conscious or unconscious decision that I'm not going to do anything to change it.
That's good.
I mean, that's why when you said that, I was like, dang, what if the person doesn't want to develop personally? I mean, because you take it for granted. I take it for granted because I'm always reading. Me and you both reading this book right here. Every single day, I'm reading something in this book, taking notes. But you know what I say? Because I want to develop personally, because it's something that might be in this book that might be the difference between
That change your
us
life.
making 100,000 and 100 million.
That'll change your life. You
That's
gotta
it.
figure everybody is only one skill away from transforming their life.
That's
One skill away from transforming their life. And I said earlier that all skills are learnable. So if you're only one skill away from transforming and changing your life, like totally all the way around the board, then why wouldn't you want to learn a new skill? And now, listen, coming up in these next few years, it's only going to be one thing out there. That's one thing out there that one thing. That's it, and it's the ability to learn new skills.
That's it.
Everything else is going to be obsolete.
I want to digress, go off topic.
Go ahead.
The truth is, they say that there are not a lot of jobs out there. The economy, get the economy. I want to get political here, but I want to tell you this. There are tons of jobs out there. There's not tons of people with a certain skill set to do them, okay? Because a lot of people are living. They are living in the old way they do it. The skill set that they used to have is no longer acceptable. It's no longer viable. What you got to be willing to do is get a new skill set.
Yeah.
We're learning right now how to use this internet to get our message out, how to create digital products, how to do what we do and expand and scale this business, this message. Yeah. You got to be willing to do the same thing. That's good.
That's good.
All right. That's it, man. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. We go crazy on this every day.
Yeah, I just got to give my third point on just the learning part, on the learning portion of it. The third point on the learning portion was that they have to actually they have to listen to audiobooks.
Yes.
They have to listen to audiobooks because most people spend 500 to 1,000 hours a year in their car, and 500 to 1,000 hours a year in the car.
Long time.
Yeah, it is a long time. If you just turn the radio off and turn on an audiobook, you would actually get the equivalent of a university attendance. So, those people who, were unfortunate enough to get a college education the first go around, and, you still want to get the equivalent of a university attendance, then you could just turn on the audiobook when you ride around in the car and just turn off the trap music.
Remember what I told you? I said, when you're in your car, you're a captive.
Oh, this was powerful.
Remember when I said, in your car, you're a captive, right? Because, you can't do anything. That's where captive audience comes from, because you're a captive. Yeah. But the difference is you choose what you're captive to. You see what I'm saying?
So when you're in your car, what are you a slave to? Oh God, that's hitting hard right there. Look, I will put the knife down. Listen, I'm a dig one. Listen. When you're in your car, what are you a slave to? Huh?
We download audible.com. Won't you see all these books right here? All these books. When I'm riding, one of my wife, she hates it, but I love it. Yeah. And I said, you don't hate it when you get a new car. But anyway, all these audio books are things I turn on in my car so I can learn. Go out and download audible.com. Download audible.com. And what you do is become an expert in anything you desire.
Anything.
You can listen to YouTube on your phone through your speakers. You got to be willing. My late bishop said this. He said, you cannot expect to profit from something you haven't invested in. Okay? He said, why do we expect to profit from our marriage, but we don't invest in it? Why do you expect to profit from your business, but you don't invest in it? Why do you expect to profit from you want to know, but you don't invest in it? What you understand is invest in it. Be willing to invest in you. Bet on yourself. Bet on yourself.
I bet on me all day.
All day.
All day, baby. Yeah. So what she said a reference group just spoke to Ken about that the other day. Yeah, that's good, tell her.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Wow. That's it, man. I mean, I ain't no need to go into the other point. We have to do that on the next one.
All right.
That's 30 minutes right there.
Yeah, they did pretty good.
We be like
a couple people just joined, man.
Well, I tell you what you do.
Yeah.
Let's do a recap. Recap.
All right. So today we talked about the winning edge principle, right? And we talked about what it takes first to have a winning edge, right? We talked about hard work. You got to be willing to outwork, the next person. But then we talked about, what are some of the things that go into to helping you get the winning edge.
Right.
So we talked about being coachable, right?
Right.
And that was the premise of what we're going on, because if you're not dedicated to learning, then you're not going to be coachable.
That's true.
Right. And then we talked about, what you actually have to do to learn new skills and, to keep sharpening the saw and to keep yourself, above par, ahead of everybody else with an edge.
And we also said that being coachable is having the ability to submit to somebody else.
Yes.
A lot of people don't want to submit their egos.
Mm-hmm.
And so I said, well, you can take me where I want to go, where my body hasn't been,
right,
and I'm willing to submit. But who are you willing to submit to out there?
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Gotta ask that question.
You got to ask that question.
And
you got to, what I mean, don't be afraid to ask yourself real questions, man. Some of us, we really, we don't want to know the answers to them. But I'm telling you, if you ask yourself these questions, then you're going to start to unlock something in you that tries to come up with the answers. It's just like the exercise that we did.
That's good.
Right?
And soon we're going to do the exercise with the people.
Oh, yeah.
Soon and very soon.
Y'all can't get that right now.
Can't get it right now.
That's one of the things you got to pay us a couple of dollars for. Like we talked about earlier in the podcast.
Speaking of that, one thing we are going to do, we're going to do a mastermind group coming up soon. And y'all going to be 8 weeks. It's going to be 8 weeks.
Man, I don't know what it's
going to be. We don't know how long it's going to be.
Class, man.
But it's going to be a class, live class. What we're going to do is we're going to take people, any goal you want to achieve, anything.
Hey, what up, man? When you coming back to the gym, stop playing.
Where's Shay?
I'm telling Mike. We're going to get it.
Let's Shay. Hey, Shay.
We get it.
Hi, Shay. I miss Shay.
Riz, what up, Riz? Riz just joined. Yeah. So I'm gonna recap the learning real quick. All right, so here's the first thing is you want
yes.
Right? Books. Audio books, we said that 100 hours a year. That's the equivalent of university attendance. So if you just turned off the radio and on audio book, you will get the equivalent of.
Taylor said one was hard. That was the basic.
Taylor, we covered that. So get up out of here.
We love Taylor. We love Taylor.
Another one was seminars. We talked about seminars where if you go to seminars and coaching events and courses and things like that, the instructor, the person teaching the course, the people on the panel speaking, they spend thousands of hours studying the topics and, the things that they talk about. And is, it's worth thousands of hours worth of studying, but they're going to give it to you in like an hour. So, it's actually worth a couple of dollars to get that kind of information. Dedicated 30 to we double and triple your income. It's real good stuff.
Leave you one. All of this. Gotta check your own life. What area? What area have I been lying to myself? Don't ask yourself that question. Acknowledge where you are, then you can't go.
I think you got to stand because they don't understand someday. Someday I'll become debt free. Someday I'll buy a house. Someday I'll get out the hood. Someday I'll open up my business. Someday I'll stop getting high. Someday I'll stop hanging around these cats. Listen to what I'm telling you, yo. Vote yourself off the island, baby. Yo, vote yourself off the Sunday Isle, man.
Oh, man.
Look,
that's big right
there.
there.
Stowaway on Sunday Isle.
Vote yourself off Sunday
Yo,
Isle.
App, what up, App? I see you. App, Ishmael, baby, what's up? I see you.
What's up?
Lynn Evans. All right, everybody out there. Lynn Speaks, what's up? I see y'all joining. Y'all coming on now. Yeah, but we're going to wrap this one up, man. We just talking about the winning edge. And if you missed it, man, I just need you to go back and play it, share it, Give it to somebody who might need it, man. Even if you don't want it, man, just give it away. It might come back to you later on. All right. And Ken, listen, mind over matter. If you don't mind, then getting the winning edge won't matter. It just won't matter, y'all.
That's it.
So, yo, we'll see y'all on the next one, man.
All right.
Your life, change your life. You gotta go through it to grow through it. Mind over matter. Be clear.